All right, picture this. It's a bright Saturday morning and you're at your local farmer's market. Latte in hand, you're debating whether to buy organic strawberries or, maybe the slightly cheaper non-organic ones. You might not realize it, but you're standing right in the middle of a gigantic web, the agricultural market. These markets aren't just cute spots to grab kale, they're literally the backbone of our global food system. Every slice of bread, every avocado toast, every boba tea, none of it magically appears. There's a whole system behind it, passing products from farm to table, or maybe field to fries, depending on your vibe. So, let's spill the beans, pun intended, on how this all works. Trade, pricing, and marketing. It's wild. First up, let's talk about the structure. Think of agricultural markets as this network, like a massive group chat for everyone involved in getting food from the soil to your skillet. It all starts with farmers, the real MVPs, who team up with middlemen like wholesalers, retailers, processors, and those globe-trotting exporters. Sometimes the market is an actual place, like your farmer's market or huge grain exchanges. Other times, it's all happening online, like a supercharged eBay for corn and soybeans. Now, in the trade department, we've got levels, like a video game, but instead of battling bosses, we're moving potatoes. At the local level, farmers roll into markets or roadside stands and sell straight up to you. No middlemen, no drama. It's direct and personal, but kind of limited. At the regional and national level, that's when stuff gets real. Picture warehouses buzzing, brokers wheeling and dealing, and cooperatives strategizing. In the US, places like Chicago set the stage for mega trades, corn futures, soybean swaps, the works. Then there's the global stage. This is where countries swap goods based on their strengths, like Brazil tossing out soybeans like Oprah hands out cars. Meanwhile, Japan brings home the bacon, literally, because they can't grow enough back home. But, things don't always go smoothly. Trade wars, tariffs, ethical snags, or the dreaded supply chain shenanigans can throw the whole system for a loop. When it comes to pricing, it's honestly a bit of a nail-biter. What you pay for that avocado toast gets determined by all sorts of wild forces. If there are way more avocados than we need, prices drop, and we all do a happy dance. But if a drought hits or everyone suddenly wants to eat guacamole at the same time, prices shoot through the roof. Then there are futures markets. Think of these like betting on the price of wheat in 6 months. Farmers lock in prices to save themselves from future "my crop is worthless" panic attacks. Futures can calm the chaos, but sometimes add fuel to the fire with, yes, a little bit of Wall Street drama. And let's not forget governments. They toss in their 2 cents with subsidies or minimum prices, trying to keep farmers afloat and food affordable. Sometimes it's a win. Other times you get market weirdness. All this, plus wild cards like pests, diseases, and currency exchange swings, means that farm prices are basically riding a roller coaster with no seatbelt. Now, let's zoom in on marketing, because heads up, farming isn't just planting and praying. It's also knowing how to sell your stuff. Branding is huge. Farmers and agribusinesses slap on labels like organic or fair trade so they can charge more. Hey, save the planet and your wallet gets lighter at the same time. Some create value-added products. Think turning milk into cheese. Way more dollars in cheese, am I right? And with the rise of e-commerce, farmers are sliding into your DMs, selling directly to your doorstep and cutting out the middlemen. In some places, apps and platforms, think Tinder meets the farmer's market, give farmers real-time price updates, so they're not left in the dark. But for real, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Farmers, especially smallholders in developing countries, face a ton of challenges. Major price swings, one bad storm, and boom, livelihoods are on the line. Getting their goods to a bigger market is tough if the roads are dirt and the fees are steep. And then there's the little thing called climate change. Cue dramatic music. Unpredictable weather, longer droughts, surprise floods, ag markets just can't seem to catch a break. And big-time global competition means local farmers sometimes have to hustle hard to keep up with the subsidized mega farms in richer nations. Policy messes like tariffs and subsidies make things more complicated, like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded on a roller coaster. But plot twist, this is not the ending, not even close. There's a revolution happening. Enter technology. Digital platforms and innovations like blockchain and IoT are stepping in. They're tracking where your food is from down to the farm so you can see if your quinoa actually came from Peru. Precision agriculture means satellites and AI help farmers use just enough water and fertilizer, saving cash and the environment. Farmers are finding new ways to connect with customers via apps, direct subscriptions, looking at you CSA boxes, and even social media. Sustainability is trending, and savvy farmers who go green can snag premiums from eco-conscious shoppers. And here's where things get next-level cool. Let's talk about Farmonaut. So Farmonaut is basically the techie best friend every farmer wishes they had. Imagine having a bird's-eye view of your crops, like Google Maps, but way more high-tech. That's what Farmonaut delivers, using satellites and AI to monitor crop health in real time. If your field is thirsty or suffering from invisible crop drama, you'll know before it's too late. Their geospatial AI isn't just a weather girl, it's a full-on advisor sending tailored alerts and strategies straight to your phone. Suddenly, managing pests, predicting harvests, or planning irrigation isn't a guessing game, it's a calculated move. Need to trace exactly where your organic cotton traveled before it became your favorite tea? Farmonaut's blockchain solution makes that supply chain so transparent it'll put actual glass to shame. No more mystery milk in your cereal. And for big operations or governments, they can monitor hundreds, even thousands of hectares, track machinery, and crunch carbon footprint numbers all in one app. Small farmers, corporate giants, and policymakers all get in on the action. And thanks to Farmonaut's affordable, scalable model, you don't need stacks of cash to get cutting-edge insights. Financing tough to get? Farmonaut teams up with lenders so farmers don't have to jump through hoops. Satellite verification speeds up loans and slashes fraud, making money matters smoother than ever. All this means better yields, higher profits, and bonus, farming practices that keep one eye on Mother Nature. So, what's the bottom line? Agricultural markets run the world's food show. But as they spin through challenges like unpredictable prices, wild weather, and mind-boggling supply chains, tech leaders like Farmonaut are flipping the script. They're making precision agriculture accessible, pushing transparency and sustainability into the mainstream, and putting more power back in the hands of those who matter most, the farmers. Whether you're a farmer with a few acres, a big deal food company, or just a hungry consumer, Farmonaut is making sure food is smarter, safer, and yes, way more futuristic. So the next time you bite into that apple, remember, there's a whole world of hustle, history, and high-tech wizardry making it possible. And with innovators like Farmonaut in play, the future of farming is basically lit.